Hey guys, I'm going to do a video for you today that I'm really excited about because I think it's going to help a lot of people. I'm going to do a quick end-to-end, how do you do the whole highlight and contour thing. Say you just got your kit and the concept's a little different, so you want to know how to put it on your face. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through every single step you could possibly have. Some are optional, some you might not need to do, but I wanted to show you everything. That way, if you have all this stuff like I do, then you know what to do. So first of all, I'm gonna show you, this is the Stay Spray. So this smells like coconuts. I typically use it to set my face after I'm done, which I'll do today too. But just to use it for two purposes, it can also be used as a primer for your face. So right now I just have moisturizer with SPF on my face, and this is my Perfector Sponge, which I got wet under the sink, so I wring it under the sink with the water running on it, and then I wring all the water out of it, and now it's kind of squishy. So I spray the Stay Spray, and then I'm putting it on my face. So next step, this is one of my optional steps. So I have hyperpigmentation, if you can see right here, from my sweet daughter and our pregnancy together. So I like to correct some of that color issue that I have. So just right here, what we'll do is we match you with a slightly darker color. So this is to basically even up that color to the rest of your face. So I'm gonna just apply it on the places where I have some pigmentation going on, and I'm gonna apply it really lightly. I'm gonna use the 30-second hack brush, and I'm gonna use this side. So basically, this is Mango. I'm just gonna put just the littlest bit on that darker area that I have. Right here, if you have blemishes, Mango's really nice if you have close to my skin tone because it also color corrects. So some of the redness that I have around my nose, and then also like a blemish. And if you see up here, I have some pigmentation spots going on, so I can go ahead and correct those. And also, just so you know, if you're a first timer, you need the littlest bit. So I take this end and I kind of just barely touch it in and dab it on. And I'm gonna I use this sponge throughout this whole process just to pick up any excess color and push that main shade, all of the shades really, into your skin. So I'm gonna push it in. And then the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my main shade. So we call highlight and contour. So the concept is 3D foundation that basically you are adding colors to your face to create, and well, we're all three-dimensional in real life, so the contour, so if you were to just do one color, it would look really unnatural because our faces are not one color. Like right here, you can see a little bit. I have like a natural contour, which is basically the spot underneath my cheekbone. We all have cheekbones. Some of us have more pronounced cheekbones than others. But if you were to put one color on your face, you're gonna lose that dimension and it looks really unnatural. So the 3D foundation, you have a highlight, which is your main shade. So the idea is you're highlighting points of your face that you're not contouring. So like bring out your beautiful eyes. We're gonna highlight those. Contour underneath your cheekbones. So we're gonna walk through the steps. But basically I just wanted to give you that kind of like high level of what we're gonna be doing. So I should be matching you with your main highlight shade, which is gonna be basically what you're gonna put all over your face. So I'm gonna use Candlelit for that. And I like to use this blunt side of the 30-second hack for this. So I'm gonna take this side, just do a couple pounces into my product and just start, I kind of do like a stipple and a little bit of a drag. So put it down here. You can kind of skip where we're gonna contour because this, even the contour color has coverage to it. So you don't have to put any of your main shade there. You might as well not waste product. The other thing I wanted to mention is that when I first started using this, this is incredibly pigmented. So I was using too much. So less is more. This is also why it's gonna look natural, is because you don't need to cover your whole face, right? I think that's why color correcting is nice, because it allows you to feel like you don't need to use as much coverage. So I just threw Candlelit kind of all over. I'm gonna just blend it in just a little bit. Go ahead and do that all the way up to the eyes. And just kind of blend that in, and then take your sponge. And again, just do some quick pick up any excess. Okay, so now is my favorite part, contouring, which I'm sure most of you are the most scared of, but I don't think you should be. Contouring again, so if I was to stop right now, my face is done. Let's say I just did like a foundation, just my base color. I swear it's not as good as it can be. I don't have a lot of dimension anymore. I have a little bit. You can still see a little bit of my natural contour because I didn't cover it up with foundation. But it's gonna get better, because a contour can be like spandex for your face. So basically it can be really slimming. You'll see what we can do with that. So I'm gonna use Ash, which is this shade. Your contour is typically gonna be a little bit cooler versus like a bronzer. We don't want you to look dead, so what I'm looking for when I match you for a contour is you want it to be a deep dark color, but you don't want it to be too gray, which can kind of lean towards like Halloween makeup. So that's what I look for when I'm matching you with your contour shade. We don't want it to be super bronzy either, because we have a separate step for that, and that's really not what the point of the contour is. The contour is to create that shadow underneath your cheekbone and around your forehead. So I'm taking the detail hack brush, and what I do is I kind of just pounce one of the sides into the product, okay? And then I'm gonna find my cheekbone, which for most of us is gonna be the top of your ear right here, and I will create a line and draw it kind of, I like to stop in the middle of my eye. So take your brush, this makes it so easy because it fits right under that spot. And what I do is I kind of wiggle it, and then I do some pounces. It's so easy. You don't even, and yeah, it's pretty much already blended. So I know at first we haven't finished our makeup, so it's gonna look probably a little bit more extreme, but once we put the rest of our face on, it's gonna look really great. So don't blend too much away until you're all done. And the best thing about cream products is that they don't set like normal liquid foundation does, so you have time to fix things. So if you finish your face and you're like, wow, that's too much contour for me, you can go back with your blender and kind of pick up some excess. So again, I'm taking that side of my brush that has the product, I'm gonna find my cheekbone, we're gonna just do a little bit of a wiggle and a little pouncing. It's gonna make such a big difference. Okay. Then we're gonna also take it, I like to go around the hairline. So all the way up here and just blend it into your hairline. You can pull it down further if you feel like, so basically you're creating a shadow, right? So if you feel like you have a really large forehead, go ahead and pull the contour a little bit further down and blend it in, which will help recede that forehead. I don't have that problem, so I'm just blending it in just to create some seamlessness around the face. And then I also like to do this part and under the chin to kind of help recede that under area. Okay, so again, take your blender and just kind of blend the edges. That's what we're trying to do right now. Okay, so now we contoured. I like to do a lighter shade underneath your eyes. So this is another highlight color. This is, for me, it's linen. And I like, because we're gonna be working under the eyes, don't put too much product in there. That's where you can get some creasing happening. So just do the littlest amount on your finger. Sorry for the chosen finger. And just do it under your eyes. And the warmth of your finger will also help kind of mesh this into your skin. When I started using my finger to apply under my eye, I used a lot less and I was having less issues with crepiness. So there, you can see it kind of just brightens the eye. Helps with any of us that have had sleepless nights. #babies. Just kidding, my kids are easy. My kids are the best sleepers. But still exhausting being a parent nonetheless. Okay, so that's pretty much done. I like to go and just kind of, again, just take my blender and pick up any excess. Okay, so now let's do that bronzer. Again, I'll create a little infographic that'll tell you which these, you know which steps are optional. If you don't want bronzer, don't do bronzer. I do everything, so I want to show you how to use it all. Okay, this is Bella Bronzer. So the difference between your contour was strategic, right? We're creating the shadows, we're slimming the face, okay? Now, bronzer, all its job is, the job of this little baby right here, all it needs to do is warm up your face, okay? So create that kind of, I just went on vacation sort of glow. So I am using this B² brush. Look, already happened. It already is warmer. Again, I'm being less strategic. B², I like to use this fluffy side of the brush. And I'm just gonna put it everywhere to warm me up. Okay? And again, if you do too much, what do? We take our Perfector Sponge. So see right here, I did a little weird splotches, but it's not a big deal. You can just take that. When I first used the bronzer, I used way too much. I had this huge splotch. It was terrifying looking. And then I just took my blender and I just dabbed, and it was so easy. It's really way easier than typical makeup. It looks better and it's much, much easier. I promise you. Not to mention how cute is the packaging, and you can take it with you. Oops, take it with you. Everything fits in there. Okay. Blush. Let's do blush. I'm gonna use Nude. This is my blush, cream blush. I'm gonna use the other side of that B² brush. So I just like to dab it in, smile. And I like to apply starting on the apple of my cheeks, and then I kind of pull it back. So, apple, back. And just a lot of those stippling motions, right? And that's pretty much how it blends itself in. And I'm gonna stipple, stipple, and blend. This is a really nice color. Can pretty much go with everything. Which reminds me, I forgot to put a lip on. This is one of my favorites. This is the Low Key from Kylie Cosmetics. Hashtag not sponsored. Just throw that on real quick. Remember how I said the contour is not bad when you keep going? See, you put the blush on and it really starts to look a lot more natural. So don't be scared. Just do it, my friends. Okay, let's do some illuminator. So I'm gonna use 2. You can do either, you can do 1. We have a cream illuminator. I'm gonna use this color Pearl. It's this kind of like ivory, which is good. I wanna show you what it looks like when you just do cream. So pretty. Also, I don't care how old you are. This looks great and it's cream. So ladies, if you are worried about how it sits on wrinkles, I promise this is way more forgiving because it's like a second skin. So it doesn't dry and enhance any creases that we have. It really moves with your skin. So you're gonna love it. I know you will. Okay, so we did cream. So it gives you like a nice subtle sheen. Again, if you're worried about fine lines in this area, I recommend you do a cream because it's gonna move with your skin. It's not gonna enhance those wrinkles that you're worried about. I like to do a powder on top. This is the Best Blend Forever brush. I'm gonna take this side. I'm taking Glamazing, which is a powder, and that just kind of babams it, right? Let's do it on the other side. So, if you want to be seen from outer space, then this helps with that task. Okay, I do a little bit down the nose. It really just depends. You can do whatever you want. You can use these brushes however you want. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so we have 2 more steps, and let's do, so Sad day. This is another sad thing about powders, and we do have a powder. We have a powder bronzer. This is called Cayman. Sad. That's okay. I think there's a trick I can try to fix it, but I wanted to show you, sometimes I use a powder bronzer just to set my contour. So again, if we're gonna do all the steps, I just wanted to show you. So I took a little bit, I'm gonna kind of get it off. So I'm gonna go under my cheekbone and just throw that in there. I have oily combo skin, so we're gonna go ahead and set everything right now with powder. This is my favorite, Too Faced. Their loose powder, it smells so good. Mascara has a powder I do not love, so use this one. If you have dry skin, you might just be done. I mean, you should try this without setting it with powder. I think you'd love it. So, however, I don't have that. I don't have dry skin. So, if you have oily skin, you need to set it, and I promise you'll like it better if you do. What you're gonna notice though that's really cool is that if you're used to using liquid, so again, that dries down, cream doesn't dry down. So your old foundation was drying down, it was drying out your skin. So your skin was overproducing oils to make up for it. As your skin gets used to the cream foundation, you're gonna produce less oil. I still like to set it for me, but I noticed after like 2 to 4 weeks, that was so true for me. So let me know if you experienced that. Oh, so good. Okay, so I don't have to use a lot of powder. I like to use powder just under my eyes, around my nose, on my forehead, and down here. Guys, see, look, that contour that was stark in the beginning, what'd I tell ya, huh? Sorry, I'm looking at my face too, because this is my mirror. Okay, so as chatty Cathy as I was, 17 minutes and I'm done. Take your stay spray, which means if I'm not being a chatty Cathy, 10 minutes, if that. This stay spray on the sponge, this helps lock it in. So now it's gonna push everything into the skin. Done, done. I hope this is super helpful. I'm gonna make sure to have all my girls watch this when you get your stuff so you know what to do, and let me know if you have questions and I will make more content based on your questions. Okay, see ya.